Hello lovely, welcome to Nut Free Formula. My name's Freedom, thank you for joining me. Today's episode is what the narcissist gets from the new supply that they don't get from you. This is an interesting one, and I want to remind you before I start that what the narcissist says is very different to what is actually happening in reality. So what I mean by that is the narcissist might be saying things to you like, oh, I've found the one, right? But let's just remind ourselves, the narcissist said the exact same thing about you. They just forget. So another thing I have heard before, not from my particular narc, but from other people, is she's like a female version of me. Which is super funny, because let's just think about that. Yep, falling in love with yourself. Nothing narcissistic about that. In reality, it's pure projection. Just like narcissists project bad qualities upon people, they also project good qualities and personality traits upon people. Especially with the new supply, when they're in that state, when they're first together in that state of limerence, and it's like infatuation, this heightened, insane, intense version of infatuation. And they quite literally project personality traits onto the new supply. The reality of the situation is what the narcissist is offered by the new supply is a do-over, right? So they've bought themselves more time. This is a chance to start over again with someone who doesn't know them. Someone who doesn't know that they lie and that they cheat and that they manipulate. Someone who doesn't know that it's all a game and a con. So the new supply has probably never met a narcissist before. So they'll believe all the lies they're being told, because, no one thinks that anyone lies the way narcissists lie. That's just not normal behavior, right? So if you've never experienced it before, you would just assume that the lies are true. So they'll be easy to con, easy to manipulate, and better yet, they're going to keep giving out the fuel, right? Pumping out that new potent fuel, because remember, just like you in the beginning, when you used to cry every time you had a fight with them, when you used to argue and scream and beg and do all the things, just like you used to before the years and before the tears and before it was all just too much, and before you started to realize that things weren't exactly the way you thought they were, until you started figuring things out. So they are just like you were in the beginning. So they're pumping out that fuel. New tears, new boundaries to break, new games to play. Let's not forget the narcissist is chronically bored, right? They're so bored in life that the new supply offers them a chance to relieve that boredom, so they can create a new mask, a new backstory, and a new character. And the new supply just doesn't know them well enough to know that it's not real. So here's a personal example. So my ex-narcissist, he used to always act like a real big man, like a tough man, like a macho man. He was always talking tough about how, he never backs down to any man, and, he'd show him, or he did this, or he said that, or, he always used to talk about how the fights that he used to get into, and it was always used to. He always used to talk about the past, right? But, I didn't realize that I was married to a narcissist and that he was lying. I just assumed that it was all true. So, over time, I started to realize, well, I've never seen him actually have a fight with anyone. I've never seen him act tough, to anyone. And in reality, there was 2 times in 13 years when I actually needed him to be like the brave man that he pretended to be. But he punked out. He acted like a little bitch, and he left me to be the one to protect myself and my family. So he knows that I know that, right? So he knows I know that he punked out when I needed him. And he also knows that the only person that he was ever tough with was me. I'm the only person who ever experienced his violence, right? He knows I know, but the new supplier doesn't know. So she'll be believing all of his macho stories about what a big man he is, how brave he is, how strong he is, blah, 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 you know? So this is what the new supply really offers the narcissist. It's a chance to recreate, their false constructs and their mask, to recreate this character and get fuel for someone that they just aren't. They're getting fuel from that. So that new supplier is literally going, oh, you're so brave and you're so tough and you're this and you're that. It's amazing, right? It's all just illusions, but the narcissist is getting fuel from it. So this is why time always works against the narcissist and why they always keep moving, because it's just a matter of time before the new supply starts to see the inconsistencies in the narcissist's story. Now, there's a pattern of behavior that will happen for the new supply, just like it happened for you. And I'm going to link another video in here to outline that, because that's a whole new video in itself. Remember to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any upcoming episodes, and get narc free and stay narc free, lovely. Thanks for listening. Bye.